First year with a pig. Everything felt like it was going well. The feeding routine was solid, the vet said she looked healthy, the house was set up, and then one afternoon, the vet said something in passing that changed everything. She said, "Your pig trusts you less than you think she does." Not as a diagnosis, not as a warning. A quiet observation based on how the pig reacted during the exam. How she flinched when hands came from above. How she tensed when placed on the table. How she did not relax once during the entire visit. Small signals, the kind that most people miss entirely. And the worst part was that every single thing causing that erosion of trust was something being done out of love. Every single one. If you watched the last video about how pigs show love and attachment, you saw how many quiet signals they send. Today is the other side, the signals we send to them, without realizing what they actually mean in pig language. That is what this video is about. And most of what you will find online about this topic is wrong or incomplete. My name is Bob. I have made every mistake on this list personally. Here is the first one, and it is the most common. Picking a pig up from above. It feels natural. A pig is small, she is on the floor, the instinct is to reach down, scoop her up, hold her close. The problem is that this mirrors exactly how a predator attacks. Birds of prey strike from above. In the pig brain, being lifted off the ground without warning is not affection. It is a threat response. The pig freezes, tenses every muscle, pins her ears flat, and waits for it to be over. Most owners interpret that stillness as calm. She is not calm, she is terrified. She has gone into a survival mode where movement could make things worse, so she stops moving entirely, and here is what makes this one so damaging. If it happens regularly, the pig does not get used to it. She adapts around it. She starts avoiding situations where she might get picked up. She moves away when hands come down from above. She stops relaxing on the floor near people. That is not a pig who dislikes being held. That is a pig who has learned that being near humans sometimes means losing control of her body. The fix is straightforward but takes patience. Approach at the pig's level. Sit on the floor. Let her come to you. If she needs to be lifted, support from underneath with both hands, one under the chest and one under the hindquarters, and lift slowly. Let her see it coming. Let her feel the support before her feet leave the ground. It takes longer. It feels less convenient. But the difference in trust builds faster than most people expect. Now the second mistake. Feeding on a random schedule. This one surprises people because it seems harmless. Sometimes breakfast is at 7, sometimes it is at 9, sometimes there is an extra treat at 3 in the afternoon, sometimes not. For a human, that is called flexibility. For a pig, that is unpredictability. And unpredictability creates anxiety. Pigs are animals that thrive on routine. Their internal clock is remarkably precise. A pig that eats at the same time every day is a pig that knows when the next meal is coming, which means she does not need to worry about it. A pig on an inconsistent schedule is a pig that never quite knows if food is coming or not, which means she is always partially thinking about it. That low-level food anxiety shows up in behavior. More nudging, more vocalization around the kitchen, more agitation when bags crinkle. Owners see that and think the pig is greedy. She is not greedy, she is uncertain. And that uncertainty was created by kindness, by an owner who gives treats spontaneously because it feels generous. One of the girls in my little herd used to follow every footstep toward the kitchen. Every single one. It looked like obsession. Took about 3 weeks of rigid meal timing before the kitchen panic stopped. She still comes when she hears the food container open. But the pacing, the whining, the constant vigilance around anything that sounds like a bag, all of that disappeared once the schedule became predictable. The fix is boring, but effective. Same times, same portions, same place. Let the pig build a mental calendar. Once that calendar is solid, the food anxiety drops and the pig becomes noticeably calmer around meal-related sounds. Third, invading the resting space. Pigs choose their resting spots carefully. The location, the surface, the distance from foot traffic, the temperature. All of it is deliberate. When an owner reaches into that space to pet the pig, rearrange the blankets, or pull the pig out for a cuddle, the pig loses the one place she considered completely hers. Over time, this erosion of safe space makes the pig restless. She starts moving between spots, never fully settling, looking for a place where she will not be disturbed. The thing is, it does not feel like an invasion from the human side. It feels like affection. The pig is lying there looking adorable. The natural impulse is to go over and connect. But from the pig's perspective, the safe zone has been breached. And a pig without a reliable safe zone is a pig under chronic low-grade stress. The fix is simple. When the pig is in her spot, leave her there. If she wants contact, she will come. If she does not come, that is not rejection. That is a pig recharging. Respecting that boundary is one of the fastest ways to build trust, because it teaches the pig that her choices are respected even when they do not include the owner. Fourth mistake, chasing the pig to correct behavior. A pig knocks something over, gets into the trash, eats the corner of a baseboard. The instinct is to rush over, say no firmly, maybe clap hands or stomp a foot. The pig runs, the owner follows. And in that moment, the relationship takes a hit that is disproportionate to the crime. Pigs do not process correction the way dogs do. A dog connects the scolding to the behavior. A pig connects the scolding to the person. What gets stored in the pig's memory is not what she did wrong. What gets stored is that this human chased her and created a loud, frightening situation. Do that 3 or 4 times, and the pig begins to hesitate before approaching. Not because she knows the rules, because she associates the person with unpredictable threat. The fix requires a shift in thinking. Prevention, not correction. Block access to the trash. Move the baseboards behind furniture. Rearrange the space so the pig cannot reach what she should not eat. And when she does get into something, because she will, redirect rather than punish. Offer a better option. Move the pig's attention, not the pig's body. It feels less satisfying in the moment. But it preserves the one thing that matters most. Trust. Fifth, forcing socialization. This one is specific to households with guests, kids, other animals, or any situation where the pig meets someone new. The owner wants the pig to be friendly, wants to show her off, picks her up or guides her toward the visitor. The pig's ears go back, her body stiffens. She tries to leave. And the owner, meaning well, keeps the interaction going because it feels rude to pull the pig away or because they believe the pig will warm up if given enough time. She will not warm up. She will endure. And the difference between warming up and enduring is the difference between a pig that gains confidence and a pig that learns that her signals will be overridden. The body language is clear to anyone watching for it. A pig that wants to approach has relaxed ears, a forward posture, soft grunting. A pig that is enduring has pinned ears, rigid legs, silence. That silence is not calm. It is the absence of comfort sounds. The fix is letting the pig decide. Put her on the floor, let the visitor sit down. Wait. If the pig approaches, great. If she does not, that is the answer. Her pace, her terms, her decision. Every time an owner honors that decision, the pig becomes slightly braver the next time. Every time the decision is overridden, the pig becomes slightly more guarded. It compounds in both directions, and the compounding is not slow. 3 or 4 forced interactions can undo weeks of progress. Here is the part that needs to be said clearly. None of these mistakes come from bad intentions. Every single one comes from love. The desire to be close, to be generous, to connect, to share. And that is exactly what makes them so hard to see. The damage is quiet. The pig does not bark, does not hiss, does not bite. She adjusts. She compensates. She works around the problem by becoming slightly more cautious, slightly less relaxed, slightly less willing to be vulnerable. And the owner, who loves her, does not notice because the pig never complained. She simply adapted. The next video is the opposite of this one. How to show a pig love in a way she actually recognizes. Because the thing is, human logic and pig logic are 2 completely different languages. What feels like affection to a person can feel like nothing to a pig. And what feels like nothing to a person can mean everything to a pig. That is what we will break down next.